My name is Isaac Moore, and I'm here to talk about what it's like to be autistic. This year in 4th grade science, we learned about animal senses and how they use them to survive in the wild. For example, we learned about how owls have good eyes, and they can see well at night because their eyes receive more light. We learned about how dogs have good smell, and they can find people and find food. If you have a cat, you know that they are sensitive to sound. In the wild, this helps them find food and hear predators that might want to hurt them. When cats hear a sound like hissing, they put their ears back to show they don't like it. Senses are part of the animal's nervous system. The nervous system takes information from the senses and sends it to the brain. The part of the brain that processes the information is called the amygdala. When an animal's senses tell it that there is danger, a message is sent to the amygdala. The amygdala tells the animal to either fight, flight, or freeze. For example, a mouse eating some seeds might use its hearing to hear a cat sneaking up on it. When a mouse hears a suspicious sound like a cat sneaking up on it, it's going to run around like crazy, and its amygdala is telling it, danger, danger, and it's going to keep sending that message until the mouse finds a good place to hide. Once, my cat saw a dog through the glass door. My neighbor's dog had escaped into our yard. My cat's amygdala was telling her, danger, danger. She was attacking the glass, and her fur puffed up, and her tail got fluffier. Her sense of sight saw the dog, and her amygdala was screaming, fight, fight, fight. While we were learning about animal senses in class, I was thinking that I understand how animals feel with sensitive nervous systems, because I am autistic. There are many ways to be autistic. Some people have trouble making eye contact, and some people can't speak at all. Some people, like me, have nervous systems that are stronger than the average person. This means that a noise that you might barely hear might sound like a fire alarm in my head. Lights that are perfect for you might make my head hurt or my head spin. Walking through a crowd of people who are bumping into me a little bit can feel like being in a washing machine full of rocks. Eating certain foods or eating certain textures of foods feels like putting mud or grass in my mouth. All of these sensations can add up to an overload of my amygdala. This can send me into either fight or flight, just like an animal. Because my amygdala is so sensitive, many things can feel dangerous for me that wouldn't bother other people. For example, if I'm being a bit cheeky and the teacher gives me a stern look, or if my mom raises her voice at me, or if kids on the playground are arguing, or if my siblings do something that's annoying to me, I can suddenly feel just like that mouse feeling being chased by the cat, or my cat freaking out about a dog in the yard. To other people, it looks like I am rude because I use an angry voice or suddenly run off to go somewhere quiet, but I don't mean to be rude. My amygdala feels true danger, and my animal instincts are endangered. So why am I telling you all of this? Well, over the last 50 years or so, people have begun to understand more and more how to help kids like me to be successful in the world. It wasn't that long ago that people with autism had to go to places called asylums and couldn't live a normal life. We're so lucky that people like Temple Grandin and animal scientists who are autistic began to teach people what it feels like to be autistic. Kids like me can now go to sensory therapy to rewire our nervous systems to be calmer. Teachers are trained to offer sensory breaks in class. Cinemas and theaters do sensory-friendly showings with lower volumes and less flashing lights. Even with all of these advancements, life can be really difficult for autistic people. Many people still do not understand neurodivergence and how the autistic brain works. So they just might think I'm weird or rude because I run off to go somewhere quiet. I want my teachers, my classmates, my family, my friends, and all of you to know a bit more about autism so you can be compassionate and open-minded when you meet someone that acts a little bit differently than you would expect. My hope is that being honest about my autism and sharing it with other people, I can make the world a more autism-friendly place in the future.